Alrighty, there's deep access, you know, from some industries that you may not really have the access to afunde about, or you just less somewhere, but we bring it straight to you so that you can be top of mind. But you're thinking, because a lot of people they're afraid to ask for information. That's why we bring it to you. Namhlanje we're talking photography. Into ekhula ngesimangaliso. I mean, there's so many photographers, and some of them are really, really dope, and some of them are just like, Today we're talking to a really, really dope one. His name is Teddy Msomi at Art in the Music on Instagram. Teddy, what it do, boo?
What it do, bro?
What's up?
Good.
Ngikhona indaba ngathi ukude nje nefone.
I can
hear you.
He's probably editing while on the interview.
So, Teddy, you know, I mean, I think, isn't it, I don't know, photography and acting and stuff, it's a passion thing, you know, that you realize, I'm actually good at this, and let me make it into a career. When did you discover that you had a passion for ukushuta, uktwebula?
Honestly, I discovered Ukshuta, I think at a young age, like 13.
Yeah.
So I used to love taking pictures of like everything that I found appealing to the eye. So I would even take pictures of people, and then so it ended up growing with me to a point where it became like a passion, and I wanted to discover more and more about this. It's okay. Because then I realized it's also a career. So it's like, okay, this is something I could definitely do.
Now, in most cases, art and entertainment is mostly driven by talent and so on, but we can't shy away from the fact to go to the likes of Heezus went to school for radio, as well as Zisto, the likes of Yuma Segela went to school for music. When it comes to for photography, in most cases, talent, but would you advise a person listening to you right now talking, if you want to get into this field, and when they get to school, what exactly are they studying?
For me personally, because I'm self-taught, so I would say it's good to go to school for it, but if you don't have the means to do so, ungaqala nje ukufundisa ngo-YouTube, ungifake nje nawe yabo ukwazi uku-understand ukuthi okay, this is what photography is about, because there's a lot of information ozoyithola online or YouTube, and also like streaming services, so it makes it easier for people that aren't really financially able to study photography to learn and get the hang of it.
That's how you did it.
Yeah, that's how I got into it personally.
I mean, YouTube is also a form of
education. Because it's about just getting knowledge. You know, some people get it in a lecture hall, some get it in a book, some get it on YouTube, some get told by umuntu that they grow up with. So education.
So Teddy, I mean, so do you, I want to ask something. Gwen, specifically, as Teddy, as a photographer, are you in a certain space or corner of photography? Or you are just an all-round photography? They are getting married, they call you. It's a fashion show, they call you. I want to drop my nudes, I call you. Are you a specific type of photographer?
I mean, indoor, outdoor, studio, branding, birthdays, anniversaries, you name it, nude.
Even divorce parties.
Wow.
You
know what? Because another thing is, like how people are always hyped in all careers, people are always like, oh my goodness, the best voice on radio is Zisto. And then you go listen and you're like, okay, maybe it's my ears, you know what I mean? I was in the midst of one of the best photographers I've heard of, the most expensive photographer I've ever heard of. And they took images. When I tell you now, I looked at those images, I was scared ukuthi yazini angithandi izithombe and manje ngiyasaba ukusho ukuthi in your eyes, what makes a photographer an amazing photographer?
Honestly, it's the outcome of the product. Like, it's so marvelous, it's okay, this is good or not, but I think what makes umuntu abe blind or abe ghost, it's how consistent they are within what they do, and just always trying to be better. Yeah, always trying to learn more, always trying to improve.
Yeah.
That's what makes you dope.
Yeah.
Well, umuntu that's open to learning, open to improving, being better. Yeah, because baningi abantu that could be doper than you. Yeah, so. Yeah, you can't always.
I know. I was oversold. Literally, this photographer was about 200,000 rand a day. 200K a day, and the images were just able.
Yeah.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Wow.
Say it with your chest.
I do not see affordable. As much as I charge 200,000, but yes, affordable, very affordable.
Nice one. We're hanging out with Teddy Msomi. He is a photographer. So if you are someone who wants to get into the space, this interview is definitely the one you should be tuned into. If you have any questions you want us to ask him, quickly go on our Facebook corner as Gagasi FM Drive.
Another thing that's really dope is the photography industry and konamanyama artists in faith, because it is an art who are so ntwempo, and one of them is with Teddy and Skrumana njengamanje. Ngiyazi ukuthi everything has its challenges with Teddy, bruh. What would you say is the hardest part or a challenge or better now as umuntu or a photographer, whether it be with clients, whether it be with your own kind of mental space in terms of being creative? Tell me about it.
Personally, for me, the hardest part about what I do is having to do it alone, because I don't really have a team that works for me or with me. So everything that I do or everything that I have to do is done by myself alone. So all marketing, promoting, edit, making sure the photo shoot goes well, getting the equipment, getting fresh new ideas for every shoot that I'm doing. And then kumele ngibe boyfriend,
It's quite a lot. But here's something that maybe most people are not aware of. When it comes to the entertainment space, nothing actually moves without photography.
Yeah.
So the pictures that you see of your favorite celebrity, Instagram or Facebook or on Twitter, in most cases we choose not to use our phones now because of quality. And this is why we have Bantu Bafana Njengo Teddy, especially when we have campaigns. But what I'm trying to say is that nothing actually moves now without a photographer. You need a photographer on your side, especially if you are someone that works with the public and you're in the public space.
Sure.
But now, Teddy, I cannot ignore the fact, Tuguti, we could say photography was also made famous by Instagram, right? So when Instagram boomed, photography also boomed because we all want to be seen with a perfect picture.
Yes.
But if you go on the Instagram right now, Teddy, there has been a slight change that we are all complaining about. We no longer see pictures. All we see is videos now. Ma reels, nanani. Do you think this is going to affect the industry in any way?
Not really, because I think there's a demand for both industries. So with photography, everything needs photography. So even billboards, even marketing campaigns, so I think it'll work hand in hand. But yeah, there has been a demand in videography lately, but yeah, there's a fair share for both. There's a market for both.
That's Navalo.
But also, it speaks back to Lentako Teddy, you must always be upskilling yourself. So I think if you're a good photographer, learn to do a bit of video editing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an added extra value. Also, niggas like client, I can do your video, I can do your pictures, but I can then do a real nyana of you behind the scenes, whatever it is. I'm giving you an idea. You don't have to credit me. Use it, don't use it. We have to wrap it up because it's Sikthola kuma social media, Sikthola Buka. What's the dealie?
Githolagala on Instagram at Arts in the Music, ARTINTHEMUSIC. Even on Twitter, it's the same thing. And Motandu Buki photo shooting, you can just go on my Instagram, number Yamuze, go contact, and yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Magic.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.
Siyaphakamisa kuwo wonke amaphanda kwelikamthaniya all over KZN Gagasi FM.